You want
Perfect.
to?
Yep.
As soon as he logs on, we'll go, all right, guys, we'll see you later. So, all right. So here's the news of the day. I was listening earlier today. I think it was, I want to say it was ESPN Milwaukee. I think it was that had Adam Schefter on. And they said Adam Schefter had kind of spilled the beans a little bit on Jayden Reed's injury. He referred to it, and I just put a tweet out here. As you can see, Jayden Reed there doing push-ups in the walking boot. Per Adam Schefter, Jayden Reed has a strained foot and is expected to play week 1, info that most likely came from Jayden's agent. I just wanted to specify that, right? Because the team isn't going to leak those details out. Right. So who gave Adam Schefter that information? Probably Jayden Reed's camp. Now, when the team leaks info out sometimes on an injury, you're kind of putting pressure on the player like, hey, you need to get back on the field. You know what I mean? That type of thing. I always think back to, I'm trying to think of who it was, Tim. They played running back for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think it was Fred Taylor, I believe. I think it was Fred Taylor. And he was injured. And I remember their head coach at the time was Tom Coughlin, way back in the expansion days, right?
Yep.
And he came out and said, "Yeah, he's good to go. He'll be ready to go this week." And I'm pretty sure it was Fred Taylor, because people started calling him Fragile Fred after that. Believe it or not, what happened was Coach Coughlin put that pressure on him, and he said behind the scenes he wasn't ready, and it really pissed him off. So that's why teams. One of many reasons why they're a little hesitant getting the information out. I think this was Jayden Reed's camp putting that info out like, hey, we're going to be ready to go week 1, if that makes sense. So,
I thought it was why they said strain and not sprain or anything super serious, right?
Bingo.
You ever wake up in the morning and stretch out, and then you feel that arch under your foot just lock up?
Yep.
Every day.
Strain, and hey, it's Bird. He's a pro wide receiver. They're going to take every precaution necessary and put him in a boot and take it easy. I think it's exactly what they're saying.
Yeah, right. And
I would expect him ready. I
was hoping Holmes would be in here so we could get a doc's opinion here. He said it's often an arch sprain.
There we go, the arch. Yep.
If you have any more information you want to share in the chat, go right ahead, Holmes. But I think this is great news. Obviously, when you seen the walking boot, Jacob, I immediately thought, oh gosh, what do we got here? You know what I mean? Do we like Tim said, do we have a sprain? Do we have a partial tear of something? Do we have a bone crack? What's going on? You know what I mean?
And then Jacob's over here like,
I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Well, I don't know. I did go to school for 7 years, but I don't have a degree. No,
Just
I
a tip, though.
You didn't get the diploma either, did you?
No, I did not. No, it's obviously not. It doesn't build a lot of confidence if we got guys that are in walking boots, but when you take a step back, maybe you realize it's not that it was clickbait or overreaction, but I think some of the fans maybe are having a little bit of an overreaction. I saw on one of the Facebook groups, whatever, they had a list of, the Packers, quote unquote, Packers star players that are injured. And are they guys? They're just, most of them are just guys that are known injuries, more precaution than anything else. Guys that'll be playing week 1, if not sooner, type stuff. And then, you look at the comments and it's the sky is falling type stuff. But I do think that, I still think that we're in a good spot. I'd be lying if I said that I wish that we had the guys out there. I wish I had Jordan there. I wish I had, everybody just getting on the same page, building that continuity. But it's a little too early to pull the panic button to push the panic button, I should say, in my opinion. So
I agree. Holmes MD1 says that, or the dorsal forefoot. All right. And then he went on to say the dorsal forefoot can also be frequently sprained. The strip club doesn't count, Jacob.
Yes, it does.
And then Chet says Jacob sprains his arch on the pole. I think he meant his arse on the pole. I could be wrong.
That reminds me, I got to file that workman's comp suit. That's.
I wouldn't doubt it one bit, man. I would not doubt it one bit. All right, man. Let's.
Speaking of workman's comp, here's a guy.
Yeah, no doubt, man. That's a clean AI image.
That's really good. Yeah.
Most of them don't look that good.
I mean, it's not AI; it's real.
Very smooth. Very smooth.
They got the Big Mac. We got the Big Mick.
There you go. So again, just wanted to kind of give an update on that. I thought that was interesting information. I didn't see anybody else really talking about it. To me, it was good. Maybe that's why they're not talking about it. It's good news, right? We know how that goes. Unless the sky's falling, you know what I mean? They're not really talking much about the Packers. So anyway, I'll be talking about his fro, Chuck. What's wrong with you, sir? All right. So anything else on Jayden Reed? You guys, anything else you want to add before we move on to the offensive side of the ball, start deep diving the step chart, camp battles?
No, I mean, what do you think, Tim, just about the fact that I did not expect to have such confidence in our wide receiver room with injuries and guys not practicing because of how great Matthew Golden looks so quickly. Like I thought it would take some time. I thought it would take half a year and maybe even kind of be a red shirt type year, but it seems like, and obviously we don't want any sorts of injuries, but God forbid if something happens to 1, 2, or 3 of these guys, I still have a lot of confidence in the players we have left in that room.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that. I think it's just, the fact that Matthew Golden is the polished dude that he is. I mean, that took us, by surprise in the sense that normally you don't expect a rookie to be that good coming into training camp.
Right.
The fact that he is an awesome silver lining considering the guys that we have that are kind of banged up. We have another rookie in Savion Williams who's been kind of banged up, but we know he's talented and, brings us depth. You can look 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 down the list, and there's guys that can flash. I've brought up Will Shepard more than once on this podcast. I mean, there's depth in this wide receiver room. So I don't think it's just Matt Golden, but I think it's just, a testament to what Goody and the boys did to make sure we have talent here, because injuries are a part of the game. They're going to happen. You can't be in a position where, you lose 1 or 2 guys and your whole season's out the window. You got to have talent. So I would agree with that. I feel pretty good.
Yeah, the big thing for me too is, when you've got these injuries, I'm not concerned with these guys not making it back week 1. But like many people have been talking about here lately, and I know Coach LaFleur was asked about it in the presser, I believe by Jason Wilde, if I remember correctly. This kind of affects your improvement. You know what I mean? Like you as a team being able to do the stuff you need to do to be able to run the what am I trying to say here? The saturation of specific plays, specific sets to get your quarterback in a good spot. Well, your quarterback's out, right? Well, when the quarterback's missing and maybe Malik Willis can't do exactly what Jordan does, you can't create the timing between Jordan Love and Matthew Golden with Malik Willis, if that makes sense, right?
So you do that, you're going to get your ass kicked in that.
That's exactly right. And it's going to kind of throw a wrench into the whole process. And on top of that, when you're going into each preseason game and you're releasing another level of install, just like joint practices tomorrow, I guarantee you, Matt LaFleur, when we went into week 1 of training camp, he had these joint practices already laid out. Like, we're going to hit this, and this. Well, now you're without your quarterback. You're without several different starters. That changes the whole dynamic. It really does.
Real quick